common as Smith in Senegal, so we shouldn't be so surprised that Desanya Diop's the child is not his child.
We're also happy to learn that Dakar is the capital of Senegal, and Lagos used to be the capital of Nigeria, but it's no longer.
Yeah, I don't get credit. It's not the capital.
It was replaced. These are things that we talk about during the break, which lead to the next thing. So replaced by Abuja back in 1991. So long enough that we should know that Abuja is the capital of Nigeria.
I'm going to make a rare submission to you two.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of being I get movie shamed a lot. I get film shamed. I deserve it, but I do get film shamed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than E even, and he hadn't seen anything, but he's younger. I will watch The Departed today. I'll let you know if I've seen it before. But is The Departed now?
I guarantee you've seen
it. Is it one of those 3-hour deals, though?
It's pretty long,
yeah.
man.
You think I've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. I probably have.
I get The Departed.
In The Town?
The Town is another good one.
I've seen The Town. That's Affleck, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Very similar.
That's Affleck and Ryan Reynolds' girl who lost her lawsuit. And now is never going to work in Hollywood.
I don't even
again.
know what happened. Yeah, I lost track of that. It's funny. I grind on it and didn't. So there was a resolution to that. She lost everything. What's her name? Blake Lively.
Blake
Is that
Lively. I don't know. I think it's still going to trial for a couple things, but they threw out a bunch of things.
Yeah,
well.
she doesn't. But a shocker, Hollywood type who's an abject difficulty.
Ooh, read a little too much.
Didn't see that one coming.
Dear. Oh boy.
She's a good actress.
Please.
I like her. I like
I'm
the stuff
watching
she's
Rory
in.
on the Road Hole.
On the Road Hole? Oh, he's over there playing St. Andrews today?
I don't know if this is legit or not,
okay.
or maybe it's old, but yeah, he's in shorts. He putted it into the rough and it rolled back into the bunker. So the road holes, I don't know why he putted from the road.
Well, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You probably didn't want to,
I guess it's your best bet to get it close.
Well, you're short side. I can picture the road hole, and that's the real long, it's difficult hole. Super long, and it's got a narrow green that it's pointing
Road hole's the one that goes up over the hotel.
Correct.
If I'm not mistaken.
But if you go to the right, it's got that wall, right? You've seen people knocking off that wall back onto the green.
Oh, yeah. It's terrific.
I saw a guy do that one time to this day, and I've seen a lot of impressive shots. I've been with guys that sadly have made holes in one while I'm in the group. Mm-hmm. But the best shot I've ever seen, a guy that I'm playing, we got paired with a dude. We were playing, you ever play 103rd back in the day, Bent Creek?
Way back.
Okay.
I played Bent Creek recently.
All right, so we were playing Bent Creek, and it's like, I don't even remember what hole, but there was a hole, I think it was on the back, now maybe 10 or 11. But he hit to the green, and left and long of the green is a big oak tree. And the guy pulls his shot left and long, so it's about a foot from the oak tree, and the oak tree would be dead behind him to where the flag would be. So in other words, you can't hit the ball. You either hit it sideways, and he just hit it into that tree. You've seen those shots? Yeah. He hit the ball into the tree, went up in the air and back onto the green, and just as if he did a normal chip. Yeah. Extra credit for creativity on that one.
Outstanding.
Well, I've looked at all of the pre-series discourse. Mm-hmm. I've gone behind enemy lines. I've gone into friendly camping territory, and I dang sure I can't find anyone picking the Hawks to win the series. So I guess I'm just going to have to just meekly ride my way through. I think it'll be a longish series. I don't think it'll be a quick work, but the Knicks are at a different spot, right? I mean, aren't you almost to like championship or bust kind of?
I feel like
as a franchise,
I feel like we should. We've gotten better each of the last 4 years. I feel like the next step is at least the
you're constructed
NBA
that
Finals,
right? See, like our construction and Atlanta's timeline is not there. We're like where the Knicks were a couple of years ago when you first before you made the cat trade and all that stuff and got Anunoby and. But I would think that the East. I mean, if I were a team that had been up there, didn't you lose to the East Finals last year? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's at least go to the finals would probably be what would be considered a successful season for the Knicks. It's a good year to be in the East. There's not a dominant, oh my God, we can't beat them team.
Yeah, but there's a lot of. I mean, for the Knicks, it's an extremely tough road. It's gonna, you get the Hawks in round one, and if you win that, you get the Celtics in round two, and then if you beat Boston, which by the way, that means they've got the home court advantage. Then you're going to get whoever comes out of the other bracket in round, which could be the Detroit Pistons.
Did you beat Boston last year?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. And they were full strength, or was Tatum hurt? Did he get hurt in that series?
Got hurt in like Game 7.
Okay.
We beat them with that. We beat them with Tatum.
Yeah, and then who won? The Pacers. The Pacers. Was that a 7-game series? Also, the Pacers series.
Pacers got us in six.
Yeah,
and that was bad. That was
yeah. So I just again, they happen to be your team, but yeah, the Knicks would be one of those like 3 or 4 teams where that's the next step.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
got to go to a final.
But when I listen to the experts, you say, well, everybody's picking the Knicks over the Hawks. Ain't nobody cares about that. What everybody's picking, basically they're saying there's 3 teams that can win it. OKC, San Antonio,
And Boston. That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
I disagree with that.
So they don't include us in that.
I mean, I don't. Here's what's curious to me. Do people forget that the little old Pacers took the Thunder 7 last year and almost beat them after losing their best player?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, am I missing something? I think Oklahoma City's the best team. I in no way look at them like the old 90s Bulls or the Golden State from a few years ago. They don't seem that, I mean, they're dominant, but they don't seem that much more ahead of everyone. But maybe part of that thinking is because I watched and by the way, the Pacers were far from the best team in the East last year, talent-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they went down there with Halliburton and Mathurin and Siakam and took them 7. Were they missing anyone last year, Oklahoma City? I don't think they were. They were full strength for their title run.
Was it? Didn't Holmgren?
Yeah,
didn't
maybe
he hurt his foot.
Maybe he went out for a little bit. But I agree with you. In fact, despite saying all that, if you ask me those 3 are the field, if you're going to put down, some matchsticks, I think I'd take those 3.
Yeah.
I don't include Boston in that group, man. What am I missing with the Celtics?
They're
good. They don't seem any. I'm no more afraid of playing the Celtics than I would be the Knicks, the Pistons, or the Cavs. I would think the Hawks would have about the same chance against all 3 of those.
I think the Celtics are pretty good. They sort of transformed their depth this year, and Jaylen Brown had such a good year. He earned every one of those $53 million that he makes.
Yeah, and he was crushing when he made it. He's been a very nice player. And he got a year, play most of the year without Tatum and have to be the guy. Listen, there were a lot of predictions that Boston wouldn't make the playoffs. I also never believed that. I even said before the season, if you got the Hawks and the Magic finishing ahead of the Celtics, good luck with that.
You got a lot of dudes at Boston who are like double-digit scorers.
Yeah, they're very well-rounded.
From Hauser to Vukovic, I don't know the center's name, Kada. Anthony Simons, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, all like 17, 16, 14, 10, 9, 9. I mean.
Well, and you know what also affects how you feel about the potential matchups?
What at?
Like we played, we were 2-2 against the Celtics. I guess that's why I feel that way.
There you
know
go.
what I mean? The Pistons beat us better than the Celtics did.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cavs and Knicks we were both about even with. I wonder how they come up with the schedules. Like, why do we play the Cavs 4, but the Knicks only 3? It's weird.
We have
and you play the Raptors 5, and you only play the Hawks 3. Is that because of the NBA Cup? You played them in the Cup. Maybe that was it.
Appreciate Charlton K. Gainey as we go back to this. He had his crack staff in the renderings, which we've always been big on renderings. I think this was before UE. Many years ago, the Drill had an idea that
we were just trying to get $40,000 in the stadium.
It was before its time, and no one has ever taken it. And
we even asked Mark Lamping on air about this at one point.
I thought it was a tremendous idea, and I'll maintain that they're missing the boat on this.
Yeah.
But it was our back when Lot J was kind of being kicked around, and how do you draw fans there? It was our idea and we were going to call it, and it's been named the Drill Thrill Ride. And we were going to build a roller coaster.
Put you on at Bay Street.
All around the stadium.
You take a nice ride around the stadium, right into the street.
And you would get on these different cars that would have like the 71 car and the 8 car.
Fantastic.
The 16 car. And as you would leave the roller coaster ride, you'd walk through our gift shop like they always do and buy
a picture.
get the picture of you.
One guy can get right off at the pool. He'll be happy.
And it's
guy from the text line. The coaster would be perfect for him. He cares more about coasters and pools.
Yeah, but perfect. I mean, the Drill Thrill Ride was tremendous. Can you imagine that sucker running at night on a Monday Night Football game?
Ooh,
that would be lit. There'd be people down there in line just much like Orlando has in London. They got the big Ferris wheel. We don't do Ferris wheels here. We do roller coasters. We're Duval, baby.
How about a water slide right into the pool?
So anyway, it would be
fun. It would wrap itself around. It'd give you a way to kill time. I mean, it would ease some of the congestion and getting into the stadium.
Yeah,
there's a lot to like.
I'd like I'd like to ask Charlton, I know he's listening, to send me this picture, email me this picture so I can post it on my social media now at Dan Hicken.
What are you up to now at Dan Hicken 1010?
13, 1400.
We're motoring
chipping
there.
away.
The one idea that is real, and it's shocking that it never happened, we had that Skyway Express to nowhere forever. Why that never was developed into a zip in and out of the stadium is beyond me. We could have parked other places and zip in and zip out.
Well, it's probably because they spend so much money on something that didn't work. They thought of spending even more.
Is that done now? Does the Skyway Express run at all anymore? Does anyone even know? It does downtown?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you say that. I don't think you know
Pop
that.
Pop a quarter in and have a ride.
Yeah, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
We got to take a break. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
The sprinklers have come on the football field. Perfect. This is unbelievable. The automatic sprinkler system has come on the goal line. Absolutely perfect.
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, it's the event everyone wants and waits for now at Beard's Diamonds. Buy one, get one free on all the wedding bands. That's right. For a limited time, when you buy his wedding band, you get hers free. Buy hers, get his free. Save up to $10,000. What? You about to get married? Been married for years? Thinking it's time for an upgrade? Oh, Beard's has hundreds and hundreds of bands. Top designers. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold, titanium, platinum. A pave set, plain bands, masculine bands, without diamonds, hammered, brushed, engraved. Come to Beard's. Buy one, get the second one free. Big box corporate jewelry stores won't do this, but Beard's does. Shop local, shop Beard's. Say hi to the Lupos when you go there. And it's happening now, but only through April 19th. Tick, tick, tick. Buy one wedding band, get the second one free. Don't miss this opportunity to celebrate your eternal love with the eternal symbol. Beard's Diamond. Shop local, shop Beard's at the St. John's Town Center.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Jacksonville is thinking teal, and so are Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. It's Jaguars Today, breaking down everything Jags and NFL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Weekdays 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home at Five-Star Ballpark this week and weekend. Join us tonight for Coors Light Thirsty Thursday, fireworks tomorrow and Saturday, plus championship jersey giveaway on Saturday, presented by ViStar and FSCJ. Play catch on the field before Sunday Family Fun Day. Tickets start at just $5. JackShrimp.com for tickets. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back to the show. The Metropolitans lost again last night. That's 8 straight.
Dang.
Yeah. Sinking into oblivion, slowly but surely.
Too early for a funeral, though, huh?
Listen, in my mind, I've buried those SOBs.
In your mind, you already
I'm not
got your
gonna-
black tux.
I'm not going to do it just because history has told us. But, I mean, we suck. I mean, our GM grossly miscalculated, and they're just no good. And it's just, I think even Mr. Met signed with the Dodgers last night.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah. Dodgers just buried us. I mean, it wasn't, we hung around, but, oh man, they're just and Met fans are beside themselves. And, we talked about how stupid, the owner looked by posting, well, Marcus Semien almost hit a home run, it's bad. I mean, Brett Beatty, who's supposed to be like a key player for us, he hasn't even walked once this year. He's been up like 60 plus times, not even one walk. Mark Vientos, and I hate to use this word because Junebug truly hated this word, but God, they suck. Sorry, Mom, but they suck. I mean, just awful to watch, and I'm cranky. I stay up late because they're on the West Coast 3 nights in a row, and I watched the end last night, man, 8-2. I mean, we're in the game, too. We can't hit. It's just brutal, man. Brutal to watch. At some point, they'll win. They'll get my hopes up, but they're just not very good. Their starting pitching is very good. It's a shame.
Here's what you got going for you.
So
you got a team that can spend money. So if you get to, just hang around relevant wise, then you can make them, they'll make moves at the deadline. That other
the guy
teams...
making the moves is that
freaking
that's
moron.
Yeah,
that's different. That's different.
That guy was given. I can't go on. It's nobody cares. So but it's just. It's much.
Major people do care.
It's much
you keep
like
saying people don't care about this, that, or the other. Sure, they do.
It's much like watching when your football team is going bad, and you got to go through it week after week.
Yeah.
But baseball's every single day.
It is because it's such a long season. It does your peace of mind when you at least are doing somewhat like the Braves are off to a 12-7 start. They played an incredibly easy schedule. They played 12 of their 19 at home. There's some reasons to go into it, but they've like the other side of signing guys that disappoint you. Mm-hmm. You also sign what you think are throwaway guys, and then you look up a month into the season and they're carrying you. But in the Braves, have just hit a grand slam home run out the gates. They got no Ha-Seong Kim and they've got no Sean Murphy and Smith and Mauricio Dubon, Dom Smith and Dubon have been terrific. Mm-hmm. And again, I get it. You can start in a 3-game stretch, but we're kind of deep into the season and Smith is hitting 381. He's got 15 RBIs and Dubon has played like we didn't need to re-sign Ha-Seong Kim. He's hitting 333 and he's not known as a batter and he's playing every day. So those two guys, and then the guy on the mound last night, I don't know what in the world they did with Bryce Elder. Mm-hmm. The guy's got an 0.77 ERA now. 0.77, and he's made 4 starts. Go figure. And the Phillies are struggling almost as bad as you. The record's not the same. I saw this stat, Shazam. The Phillies, after losing a series to the Cubs, have lost 3 home series already this year.
Mm-hmm.
The Braves go there this weekend. Last year, the Phillies lost 3 home series all year. So they dropped home series last year 3 times out of, how many 3-game series do you have at home? 20, 30? And now this year, they have already dropped 3 series at home.
The issue for us isn't getting back. The issue for us is, you're supposed to be a championship contender. You're not even close to the Dodgers. Not even close.
No, it's fair.
Jackass made the team worse, and it's just very, whenever you go through an offseason, you get excited about the moves, you get pumped up about each and everything. Now you got to sit through kind of what you did last year. You sat there and cried your eyes out when you lost 7 in a row and it said it was over in April. Well, we've lost 8 in a row. So it's the same damn thing. We just happened to lose them after we were 7-4, but now we're 7-12, and we stink. So the owner has to answer, and the GM stop hiding, and the manager, but it's the players too. And it's infuriating. And I know Lindor stays the same, whether he's doing good or bad. But when he's sitting there yucking it up with Shohei after Shohei blows a 99-mile-an-hour past him, it annoys the fan. When he sits back on a ground ball and doesn't charge it, and then makes it, he's done this all year, these defensive gaffes that he's making. This is a guy who's Gold Glove caliber at short. And every game he makes a mistake. And we replace Pete Alonso with a mixture of Polanco and Beatty and Vientos. It's dumbassery. And I said it. I should be the GM of the Mets. This guy Stearns is an idiot. And I would tell him to his face, man. I mean, you are a moron, dude. Seriously. When are you going to get this team going? What have you done? We won 101 games. Or the year we went to the NLCS, we could have run it back. You let all these guys go, and you brought in Montas and Siri, and they were disasters. Nobody trusts you anymore. And they don't. You don't deserve our trust. You've let the city down.
More than that, baseball and fan bases like the big franchises go way beyond the city limits. You're sitting down here in Jacksonville, Florida, on a sports radio behemoth, killing them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it extends a little bit more. It's always disconcerting, too, when it's early in the year, because even if you're struggling, you don't need somebody else who's like mirror imaging the other way. And I did this last year. I mean, I was 2 weeks in the season. I look at the standings, and the Braves are 5.5 out of first, and it's still April.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the Mets find themselves in, because the Braves have started 12-7 while they started 7-12, and it's April tax day, and you're already 5 games back. That also ticks you off.
I mean, we have scored in the last 10 games. Only once did we score more than 1 run off the starting pitcher. They've lost 8 in a row. The Mets 2 runs over the past 4 games. They're hitting 137.
How does it get better? Are there injuries? Or are you missing anyone? Or this just what?
Well, you're missing Soto. But,
Soto. Oh, Soto.
I mean, obviously that's huge, but
yeah.
It doesn't. It's not the only.
But it started
reason.
before then.
No, listen. Polanco's broken already. Bichette is. Murph had a good point. Bichette doesn't want this. Bichette liked Toronto because he had Vladdy and Springer and all these guys.
Just swing
he
free.
could stay low. He wasn't. Now you're being. Right now we need you to come through, and you can't.
Yeah. Now that listen,
it's awful.
That's a valid point in sports. When you take a supporting guy and you try and make him the lead actor, this happens in all sports. How many number 2 receivers have gone to a next team and not been the number 1 receiver you want? And this happens all the time. You can go back far, you can look now, and it's the same thing in baseball. Same thing in baseball. And that's why I was saying about the Braves, we get a couple guys you don't expect to be frontline players, and because of injury they have to be, and they're playing like they should be frontline players. Then that was what I was intending with Dubon and Smith. So for the Braves, Dubon, Smith, and Bryce Elder. I mean, that has been why those are the huge surprises on Atlanta's 12-7 start.
Enough.
But we've had an easy schedule too now. Angels, Marlins, Royals, Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland's okay.
Cleveland's good.
Yeah, Arizona's okay. I mean, it's an okay schedule. Go to Philly this week. I know the Phillies are off to a rough start, but never an easy place to go play. One of my sons is going to that game. One of those games. Yeah, this is always happening. Yeah, now we're in we got to have dig out of a pit now of
Not going to make it back. I should just
A pit
leave.
of somber.
I should leave. I like what's happening in baseball. I don't know if I like it, but it's interesting in baseball. We got these dudes are signing these long-term. McGonigal from Detroit got $150 million at 21. Connor Griffin got $140 million at 19. Corbin Carroll got $111 million at 22. I don't even know who Colt Emerson is, but he got $95 million. Jackson Churio got $82 million at 19. So
the Braves did that with a lot of guys, and it's worked.
Yeah.
They got Albie 7 for 40. They got Acuna 7 for 110.
Yeah.
And these guys are following suit. You can get the prospect to commit because you don't know what you're going to be. 3 years, you may be out of the league.
Mm-hmm.
Not all those guys that get the money work, by the way. I mean, in the Braves case, they have. Who was the guy? The Phillies did this. So they kind of started even before the Braves. Remember, they paid the guy all that money before he ever played. Was it Kingery? Was that his name?
Oh, the Phillies, yeah.
Right? They paid him a lot of money before he ever played a Major League game. We got to take a quick time out. You're listening to The Drill, 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
On the First Coast, we have the backs of those who protect our community. That includes our canine officers out there every day with JSO and police across our area, tracking suspects, finding missing adults and children, putting their lives on the line. Canines United makes sure these four-legged heroes get the gear and training they need to come home safe. Join the 9K for Canines. Every step supports local police canine units. Sign up now at caninesunited.org because in the Bold City, we take care of our own.
Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home. You can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto. You can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com, see how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508. Or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
What if every day felt like a private resort in your backyard? Premier Outdoor Inc., Jacksonville's #1 pool builder in the 2025 Best of Bold City Awards, creates entire outdoor living spaces, not just pools, custom pools, heated spas, summer kitchens, cabanas, fireplaces, screen enclosures, and more. Veteran and first responder owned, turn your backyard into an unforgettable retreat. See what you could build at premieroutdoorinc.net. Premier Outdoor Inc., a visionary of hardscapes and aquatics.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
It's time to take your season to the next level when the Jaguars return to the bank in 2026. Become a season ticket member and unlock exclusive access to ticketed events, members-only experiences, NFL membership club perks, and more. Availability is limited due to in-bowl renovations, so don't wait. Call 904-633-2000 or visit jaguars.com/season tickets to secure your spot at the center of the action. We'll see you at the bank this fall.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, why is it that when you look at how long a store has been in business, that it always seems to be the stores like Underwood's that sell fine quality that have been around the longest?
Frank, that's a question that really doesn't get asked a lot, but it should be. There are a number of reasons, but probably the biggest is because of the endorsements our longtime customers and their pieces of jewelry have given us through the years. You see, when you sell really fine quality jewelry, that piece will last longer and always stay beautiful. It might stay in the same family for generations, and through those years of wear, a lot of compliments will be made and a lot of people will be told where the piece of jewelry came from. You see, at a store like Underwood's, it's our stated goal to be the best jeweler in the South, not the biggest. So everything we do and carry has to help move us toward that goal. And ultimately, it's the satisfied customers wearing fine quality jewelry that have kept Underwood's in Jacksonville since 1928.
Underwood's in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte.
Okay, gang, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Hey, the oven's coming on. We're going up to the 90s. Time to protect that skin. You should always protect the skin in the Sunshine State. That's what Beaches Dermatology wants you to do. They also want you to get your skin checked out before the summer hits. The summer is coming, and it's coming fast. Easy to do. Go to beachesdermatology.com. I go to the one off Solana Road. I see Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz. They've been taking care of me for decades. Dr. Fader does the Mohs surgery. But they're available for you at beachesdermatology.com. Find the location that best serves you. There are different locations. You'll find the one. You'll go to that one. And for all your skincare needs and all your skincare products, it's Beaches Dermatology and beachesdermatology.com.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Well, it's happened. I'm going to need... It's E's fault.
Oh, goodness.
But after that sadness that it enveloped me, I went walking. And as I walked through the building, I went by E's desk.
Okay.
And it stared at me, and I'm so upset. And I don't encourage this, kids, but I found something.
What'd you find?
I reached into my pocket.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong?
I need a drink.
Drinking on the job?
Is that okay?
Are you going to drink that for real?
Huh?
I don't know, bro.
I mean, after watching...
I mean, this is years
what
of
I've gone
sobriety
through.
going down the tube. Look at him taking a sippy. 30 years of
Gums.
sobriety goes to the Mets. I know he's had a dabble here or there. That's the first drink out of desperation in 30 years.
So good.
What are we doing? What's next? Coffee? You may as well finish it. We're going to have to get him a ride home. It'll probably be sideways. Dan has found like one of those little one
cinnamon.
Yeah, it's found some Fireball. Yeah.
Making me feel better.
I bet you're gonna catch a little buzz. He took a little sip.
It's
of
gonna warm you up.
whiskey.
What?
Fireball.
It's gonna warm you up.
I don't think. You know what? I don't know. I don't think I could handle.
Let's go, Mets!
A drunk Dan for all these years.
Oh God!
Like if there was any part of like a drunk Dan, I don't know what would have happened all these years later.
Christmas Cup guys know.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
That's
you
just
know.
that's a wonder though, and that's out of celebration and jubilance. This is turning to a source for healing.
That was a one-hitter.
My dog hit the Fireball.
Bro, you can't leave it like that either. I'm liable to just gulp down the rest.
Yeah,
I don't need that.
Man, I can't drink Fireball.
We allowed to drink on the show?
I don't know.
We just did.
Yeah. Well, there's no we there.
We ain't do nothing.
We watched, didn't we? Eat? Huh?
We ain't do nothing.
I feel much better.
We keep an eye on that thing. Maybe get a Sharpie and put a little line, like your parents used to do back in the day. Just couldn't get into it.
How do NFL teams ace the draft? The ESPN has come up with an article. As the Jags, as you know, by now have 4 of the top 100, but it's 56, 81, 88, and 100. Only the Steelers have more picks than the Jags next week. But they don't have their first rounder, which could make them primed for an exciting couple of days. Package some day 2 picks to move back into round 1. Or completely reload the roster with Gladstone Cohen originals. Wagering here that the Jags sit and make a ton of selections, which is interesting. The only positions that clearly need an impact starter are defensive tackle, and it's a dreadful year for first-round DTs, and linebacker. After Sonny Styles, there's a drop-off to LB2. I'd expect the Jags use number 56 on a linebacker to replace the outgoing Devin Lloyd and anticipate the decline of Foye Oluokun, who's turning 31 this summer.
That's bound to, I don't know, decline maybe too negative a word, but you're going to be, it's going to age a little.
Jacob Rodriguez and C.J. Allen have the sort of intangibles Gladstone would admire. Once the Jags get into the bulk of their picks, I'd expect them to grab a committee running back to split time with Tootin. Clemson's Adam Randall, a wide receiver convert. He's that big kid. Is a cool name to consider with his size and pass-catching chops.
There are a lot of good running backs. I see there's like 5 different guys that are different people's favorites.
Mm-hmm. Defensive tackle is also a must get, perhaps with round 3 developmental gems like Tyler Oneyedim from Texas A&M, Grayson Halton from Oklahoma. Safety class too good to pass up. Starting roles for Eric Murray and Antonio Johnson could be challenged by Zakee Wheatley of Penn State and Jalen Kilgore of South Carolina. Bottom line, he says, is stay, pick, develop, prosper.
And I'm okay with that, but anybody writing a column suggesting that the all-pro Antonio Johnson is going to be replaced in the lineup, that sounds a little silly. We're not looking for an Antonio Johnson replacement.
Yeah.
We could probably find some in some other places.
Sure.
I'm good with the approach of best baller, intangibly rich in your ecosystem, ready to get him on the grass. I used them all.
Be interesting if the Texans grab a QB. I don't think they will, but I do think this. I think we're at a critical time for C.J. Stroud in his career.
Okay.
I think it's important because they like Davis Mills too. Right? Davis Mills came on and beat us last year, didn't he?
He beat us a couple times.
Yeah, but then he turned around like it was terrible, wasn't he?
I don't think Davis Mills is the answer, but I think Davis Mills for a few games would be just fine. C.J. Stroud's best year
It's like his rookie
remains
year, right?
his first year. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it was his rookie year.
Yeah. 23 touchdowns, 5 picks, 4,100 yards. Second year, 20 touchdowns, 12 picks, 3,700 yards. Third year, 19 touchdowns, 8 picks, 3,000 yards. Now, missed 3 games. Interesting. C.J. Stroud needs to 273 yards a game his first year, 219 his second year, 217 his third year. Now, part of that,
their line is terrible. I don't.
There's a couple things. The line and the fact that they play such great defense, they don't need him to
have a lot
play hero ball,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, I don't know.
I'm trying to.
I think the jury's out a little bit on C.J. Stroud, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think the jury's out on just about every quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
There's about 4 or 5 of them. It don't take much. When you start spinning the other direction, I think Houston should feel okay with their quarterback.
Yeah,
they got good receivers. Their offense.
Is that kid who blew out his knee, Tank Dell? Is he back now, or
should be? He missed a whole year.
Is he? Yeah, I'll be curious to see what he does. But the Texans obviously are. And again, you never know, but you would think that they're the chief competition in the division.
Right? They are. And by the way, they're having another good offseason. They add the splashy name players.
Mm-hmm.
Like Houston's offseason, when they're done, they went and got somebody that's, oh, wow. Who was it this year? They went and got a guy.
They got a guy?
Yeah, they went in free agent. Somebody tell me who it was. Who do you think got sacked the most this year? What team gave up the most sacks?
I know Denver had the most sacks.
Now, this is kind of iffy because they're giving them all the playoff games. New England got sacked 69 times.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
How many sacks did the Jags allow?
Not many. Well, Lawrence got sacked like 29.
Let me make sure this is 20.
I think.
Yeah, 2025.
They added David Montgomery. That's who they had.
That's what it was. A name player. 42 sacks allowed for the Jags. That was 14th most.
But when you have David,
Houston only gave up 37 sacks, so in 19 games. So that's not the only reason.
You have David Montgomery and Woody Marks. You have Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz. You've got Brevin Jordan, Jaden Higgins, Tank Dell, Xavier Hutchinson. They got players.
They went in I thought they did a lineman too. I thought they did more than just
Wyatt Teller,
Braden Smith.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Wyatt Teller too.
Yeah,
yeah, they did. They rebuilt their whole line.
Yeah,
Jake
how do they
Andrews
do it?
at center,
and they just paid. Daniil Hunter makes max money. They got Chris. Well, how do they pay everyone?
They got Will and Daniil, obviously, who stand out, and that linebacker Toa, and the other guy Aziz.
Defense is for real. Yeah, it's for real.
Not to mention Stingley on the back with Petre. They got some good play. They also added Blankenship. Is Blankenship the Philly Eagles?
Yeah,
Mendenhall,
linebacker.
our Mendenhall safety.
Yep.
Yeah, Mendenhall safety on our team. Fighting for playing time against Dewey.
I think he'll start over Dewey.
He start over Dewey?
He's more athletic.
I saw something that will make your Fernando Mendoza heart do good.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at Matt Miller's, he value boarded 458 prospects. Well, the top 50, he gave an NFL comp. So 2 things in the Mendoza file that will make you happy, and I'll change my mind. I'd be happy to. He has him the second best prospect, but if you're putting value on him, and his comp. Want to guess the comp for Fernando Mendoza?
Who?
Joe Burrow. Yeah, sign me up.
He didn't have near the year Joe Burrow had in his national championship.
He also didn't have Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and although he did have good receivers. Did have those guys.
He had a good offensive line. He had good running backs.
Vegas, 64 sacks allowed last year, 3rd most in the league. And I think that's the same story from the year before. So if you're going to draft a corner, and they went the guy, the center from Baltimore. So the Raiders, another, were active.
Mm-hmm.
And then ended up with Max Crosby after all. May have ultimately been good that deal fell apart. You're listening to The Drill. We're heavy, aren't we? Yeah, all right. Let's take the timeout. Catch-up break, we like to call it here on the network.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Living life on the edge of your seat.
Are you kidding me?
Your front row seat for play-by-play.
Break it free, they're not going to catch you.
1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, beat the spring cleaner rush and call Zero Res. Perfect time to clean your air ducts as you deal with the allergy season, furnace, AC efficiency, post-winter, and more. Man, those air ducts are important. They're like the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, your indoor air suffers. Check out the 8,000-plus Google reviews with a 4.9 rating. This month, take 20% off your whole home air duct cleaning. Pay less for more fresh. How do you do it? You call them. 287-5727, 287-5727, or go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. That's ZeroResJacksonville.com. Ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res. Spell it forwards or backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
It's the event everyone waits for, now at Beard's Diamonds. Buy one, get one free on all wedding bands. Save up to $10,000. Beard's has case after case of designer bands for men and women. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold, titanium, and platinum. Buy his, get hers free. Buy hers, get his free. The big box corporate jewelry stores can't do this, but Beard's can. Buy one wedding band, get the second one free. Now through April 19th. Beard's Diamonds, your local jeweler at St. John's Town Center.
Homeowners, ready to open your home to spring and shut out high energy bills? It's the 1 month only sale with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, buy one, get one 40% off windows and doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires April 30th. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
The doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists have resolved my hip and foot issues, and I'm back to training for the 2028 Olympics in LA. This is Garrett Scantling, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is David Garrard. Following my knee surgeries and recovery, I'm continuing to feel great and would recommend Southeast Orthopedic to anyone who's experiencing orthopedic pain.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Looking for an exciting, fun-filled evening the whole group can enjoy? Welcome to indoor football. Welcome to the Jacksonville Sharks. Discover the thrill of the indoor league. Fast-paced, action-packed, and it's family fun. Be there when your Sharks take on the Orlando Pirates. Friday, April 17th at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Kickoff, 7 o'clock. Halftime performance by the world-famous Disconnected Canines. Ask about our family four-packs. 4 tickets and $50 in food vouchers, all for only $100. There's no better value. Get your tickets now at jacksharks.com or call 904-621-0700. It's Country Night presented by Roland Reese Plumbing. Dust off your boots, throw on your camo, get ready for a night full of football fun and great music. Join us on the field after the game for our free autograph session, sponsored by Flight Adventure Park. Tickets start at $15. Call 904-621-0700. That's 621-0700. Sharks football, where memories are made.
Go Sharks!
Fins up.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Somebody made a point on the text line, and it's so true. I see what happened there. Shout out Wyatt Teller. Should the quarterback experts that we turn to, and they're the same class of guys, are we tracking how wildly they move these guys from like year to year? And if so, should they really be considered the quarterback experts? like Graziano loves Trevor, hates Trevor, loves Trevor, hates Trevor, loves Trevor.
Okay.
Sims has done that to a degree.
Yeah.
Although he's been pretty much a Trevor supporter. But, I mean, 2 years, all right, Chris Sims telling me that C.J. Stroud is a top 10 quarterback. I mean, then he needs to be a top 10 quarterback 2 years later.
Yeah.
I mean, they changed their rankings and opinion. Like, quarterback is one of those, Dan, that there shouldn't be wild shifts. You shouldn't be 6 1 year and 24 the next.
Right.
You are what you are. If you're 6 1 year and you're 24 the next, odds are the 24 ain't because of you.
Well,
is that fair?
That's fair.
So anyway,
but it doesn't matter.
I know.
The circuit,
Well, the teams often feel much different than the evaluators and the fans.
Also true.
Yeah.
Also true.
And they should.
Yeah.
In some cases.
And then, once money is brought into it, that matters as well.
This is fair. Mendoza's comp is Kirk Cousins, not Joe Burrow. I think it's fair to consider him more Kirk Cousins than Joe Burrow right now. Cousins was like Mendoza in college. He was a leader. He was a heady guy. He was a good dude. Straight-laced, good dude, never going to bring an ounce of controversy or trouble to your franchise. I'll root for Mendoza. I like him. I just think he's a goofy, and I don't know about the athleticism, but we'll see. They all see he seems to be settling now as, thought of as the top 5 prospect, not just because he happens to be in the Raiders need a quarterback.
It's a big day for Dreamfinders Homes. They're donating their home that they built in the stadium that's been there for a few years, and they give it to a military member. And it's over in Springfield, and so congrats. And the sheriff will be there today, and city council and the Jaguars representatives and 5-Star Veteran Center. Anyway, just wanted to give them a shout out. They're a great sponsor of the program. We appreciate them. Dreamfinders Homes. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. So great day today for them and for the military man who will receive this mortgage-free house, which is pretty doggone awesome. Pretty doggone awesome. So I like that going forward. Congratulations. Congratulations to that as we go forward and continue here on the drill. I tell you another thing you hate, man, when you follow a bunch of things out of your baseball team, and I'm tired of looking at it. I keep getting stared at, longest offers this season. Carson Benj, 0 for 24. Vientos, 0 for 23. Simeon, 0 for 20. Beatty, 0 for 17.
Those are on your own team, though. That's not like the top 4 in major. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But by far, nobody has
that's the one thing about baseball is you will stay just as engaged only in hate as you do in fun.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what is the so the Magic are going to fire their coach, right? That's the deal.
And I'm glad you brought that up. I've been meaning to circle to this whole.
They lost last night. Are they done?
No, they host Charlotte for that last spot.
Okay,
but they've got a Paulo Banchero problem.
Yeah.
Because he is not top-level super. Paulo Banchero, in my mind, is not good enough to be firing coaches. Okay. We got a problem. Yeah, we got to. And Mosley's going to get fired because Banchero hates him.
Oh, is that it?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Well, again, look, and
But he's their superstar.
Let me
He's
ask
their
you this
star.
question.
But he's not. He's their star. He
Yeah,
is
but-
not a superstar.
But it's not just that. It's the maddening games that they lose.
Okay.
They, more than any other, like, they should not lose to some of the games that they.
All right, that's the NBA, though, Hick. You could take my Hawks. They were better against the good teams than the bad ones.
I don't know, man. When
I think if you take the Magic, came into the Magic, they were what, a 20-win team?
You're sitting at 38-28. Okay, you're going to lose to the Hawks. Yeah, you might lose to Oklahoma City. You get hammered by Charlotte. You lose to the Lakers. You lose to the Pacers. You lose 139-87 to Toronto. How is that possible?
That's the Hawks lost to them 140-103 one game.
Really?
I don't. Yes, but I that would stick out to me more if I were a good team, right? Like if you're the Celtics or the Knicks or the Cavs and you're losing games like the Magic lose, whereas the Magic are trying to come the other way.
This guy's getting fired, though.
He is getting
Everybody
fired.
knows that, right?
I think so.
And then I also heard that maybe Billy Donovan might.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Go back, circle back.
Might go get the Orlando job.
He is in. Okay, now he came
They
in.
had three guys averaged 20 points or more: Bain, Wagner, and Boncaro.
They've got a decent. Yeah, they've got. And here's
Wagner only played 32 games.
Yeah, here's why Mosley gets fired. The Magic kind of went all in. They went and got Bain. They traded away. Didn't they trade a first rounder for him? Maybe multiple. So they were. But this postseason isn't over. And I'll be honest, I'd rather be the 8 than the 7. I'd rather play the Pistons than the Celtics.
Absolutely.
If I'm at the bottom of that bracket, only because of these. Now, I think the Pistons will win their first round series easily, but I'd still rather play them than Boston.
It's a one game against Philly for the what seed?
No, they played Philly. Philly's now the 7.
Philly's the 7.
Yeah, they won. They'll play Boston.
Okay, so now you're playing the
8 plays 9.
So they're playing Charlotte.
They play Charlotte.
One game only.
In Orlando, one game is the 8 seed.
Okay.
And over in the, I almost said AFC, over in the West, Phoenix will host Golden State.
Okay.
Steph turned back the clock last night. Golden State was down 9 points with about 4 or 5 minutes to go. And
it's kind of like a last great moment for Golden State.
And you know what? You know who was even bigger, ballsier than Steph was at the end of the game? Al Horford hit like 4.
I saw that.
4 threes in a row, minimum 3. I want to say 4, but I mean, big, had to have them. Season's over. And I think as much of that game, and I only say it because he too is elite level star. Boy, you want to know the perils of free agency and spending it all on a max level player. Kawhi killed the Clippers. He killed them. If you pay a guy max money, the most money in the league, you can't. 5 years later, you can't have 2 straight no playoffs and 3 first round exits before. Can't do it. But he's unreliable. And
Chuck says last night, I never see that show anymore. It's so funny. They went to ESPN.
Not one time.
I don't see it.
And now I never see it.
I hate the pregame ESPN. I do not like that crew, so I never get on board from the get-go.
Chuck comes on and says, I've been poor, I've been rich, I've been fat, I've been skinny, I've been old, I've been in the Hall of Fame, and one thing I can tell you, always, the Clippers have always sucked.
Clippers going to Clipper. Clippers going to Clipper.
Oof.
Chargers going Charger. Padres going Padre.
Oof.
You're in Southern California. You're counting on one of those 3 to make a run to a title. Don't hold your breath. 9 o'clock hour is next.
Nasty.
Oh, boy.
Nasty as they want to be.
Oh, boy, you're listening to The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Some situations call for mystery.
Yes. The answer would be.
And sometimes they call for 1010XL.
Bingo.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be Jacksonville's #1 Buick GMC dealer. How do they earn that? By treating you right. I was just in there. I promise you they treated me right. They'll always treat you right. Courtesy, respect, and fairness. That sounds like a cliche, but it really is part of Nimnick's treating you right guarantee, and I'm an example of it. I love going over there, and I really do trust them. So if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle or a new vehicle, head to Nimnick today. Better selection, better prices. Who delivers both? Nobody but Nimnick. Head there today. GMC, we are professional grade.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
They give their best physically and mentally.
Listen for the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Scholar Athlete of the Week, tuned up by
The Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234
Wednesday afternoons on The Frangie Show.
on 1010XL.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $5,000 per ounce, and silver is over $100 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold and silver for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, David again with Royal Pest Services. Termites, chinch bugs, roaches. It's their time of year to shine. Preventative maintenance is a heck of a lot cheaper than treating an active infestation. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule your free estimate.
We've all been there. You hear about an incredible event Monday morning, but it happens Sunday. Stop missing out. Jacksonville is the flip side of Florida, and we have the solution. From under-the-radar sporting events to the perfect family outing or date night, Visit Jacksonville is your all-access pass to the city. Plan your 2026 season at visitjacksonville.com/locals. Visitjacksonville.com/locals. Or download the Visit Jax app for the full lineup. See what you've been missing.
Fight night is here. Join Dan and I at UNF Arena for Guns and Hoses, Saturday, April 18th. You want to be a part of the pugilistic festivities? Go to GNHJax.com and get your tickets now. It's Guns and Hoses, Saturday, April 18th.
Double the action, double the fun. Join Sporting Jax Saturday, April 25th at UNF's Hodges Stadium for an exciting pro soccer doubleheader. The women's team gets things going at 2 against Lexington, featuring an appearance from competitive eating legend Joey Chestnut. Have a blast after in the fun zone before the men pick things back up at 7:30 against Miami. Secure your seats at sportingjax.com or call 863-KICK. That's 863-KICK. Pro Soccer, Pro Jax.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Tyrese Maxey dropped 31, and the Embiidless Sixers beat Orlando to grab the 7th seed. The Magic aren't done. They host Charlotte Friday for the final playoff spot. Florida State stays aggressive in the portal, landing UNC Asheville scorer Cameron Taylor, an 18 per game wing. Another big pickup for Luke Locks. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:04 and it's 67 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the 9 o'clock Nasty next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time. Yeah.
Well, one down. We'll see if there are more to go. Ruben Chinyelu continues to evaluate his future. But Alex Condon, who... If you could keep one of those three, Dan... He put his headsets in. Now he's dancing. That fireball's kicking in.
The fireball's starting to hit.
Me and Bone Crusher.
Well done.
I ain't never scared.
If you could keep one of the... You're only allowed to keep one of the three. Condon, Chinyelu, Houck.
That's a great question.
Yeah,
This may sound a little... this may sound wrong, but I think it would probably be Condon.
It is Condon.
Really?
Yeah, it is. What do you think Condon averaged last year, E?
15.
Yeah, 15.7.
Of them things.
7.5
Make a note,
rebounds,
E.
4 assists. The only thing that Houck was better in the stat column is he averaged 17 points a game. But I think Condon out rebounded. They were very close. Their stat lines were very similar. Houck is a more versatile guy, but they also have guys that can play that wing position. It's hard to find 6'11", 7-foot guys that are as skilled as Alex Condon.
That's the thing.
And so I think if I had my choice of the three, and I think ultimately Chinyelu elects to return unless he decides to get on with his real life.
Chinyelu.
So you've lost your ability to to pronounce his name when you just went Condon.
There are they say, and I agree, although I won't watch near as much because my team isn't in it. The NHL playoffs are out of this world. They're fantastic. Nobody does it like them, but people don't like how they do the matchups, and don't ask me how. But anyway, these are your first-round matchups in the NHL, and I'll start in the East, where you got the Battle of Pennsylvania. Philadelphia returns to the playoffs for the first time in like 6 years, and they get Pittsburgh.
And they haven't met.
So Penguins-Flyers is always good because that's a good rivalry.
They haven't met in about a decade in the postseason. So
Carolina and Ottawa will do battle. Carolina and Ottawa, throw away.
Oh, boy, you want to talk about brutal travel.
Yeah, it's a long way. Lightning get Les Habitants.
Weren't the Lightning in danger of not being a playoff team at one point of the year, or was that the Panthers that we were saying that
Panthers
about?
are out. The two-time defending.
Two-time didn't make it. Huh.
And then probably the most intriguing one, Buffalo-Boston. Buffalo's really good.
Yeah, Buffalo will lose that. Come on.
Buffalo cannot lose this.
Buffalo, Tom, turn off your radio for 5 seconds. You
No.
ready? 5,
no,
4, 3. Buffalo going Buffalo.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Weren't the Sabres in the finals one year and they had like a controversial loss?
Yeah, they lost to the Stars. Brett Hull. Controversial goal. He was in the crease. Edmonton and Anaheim play. That's Justin Moore's Edmonton Oilers. They'll try to get back to. They've been to the Stanley Cup Finals the last 2 years and lost.
But rematch, huh?
Vegas and Utah.
I heard Utah makes the playoffs in year one. Man, let me tell you what you want to be. You want to be an NHL expansion team.
Vegas and Utah, both.
Yeah. Although Utah, that's not fair. They moved. That's not an expansion team.
Dallas and
what
Minnesota.
What about the Kraken? Did the Kraken make it?
Kraken did not make it.
That's too bad.
No Kraken. Colorado and then the Kings are also doing battle.
I
so it'll
heard.
be fun.
I heard the whoever the analyst was that was talking hockey on ESPN. Oh, I think it was your boy Buccigross.
Bucci's still around.
Yeah, they bring him in for a hockey talk. Hockey, I think he does. I think he does play-by-play for someone, Vegas or Seattle or somebody. But he said Vegas. He said
Torts.
Yeah, Torts is there. So
yeah, they fired Butch.
Yeah.
The four favorites are the Lanch, the Lightning, the Hurricanes, and the Stars.
Lanch,
the four favorites.
Lightning. So 2 from the East and 2 from the West. Those should be your 2, conference finalists.
I will root just because I will root for Buffalo for long.
Yeah, I will too, for sure.
Struggling. Standing Buffalo.
Yeah, and I feel bad for my good friend Buffalo Tom because when it comes down to it now, it'll often be Buffalo against Jaguars. I can never really pull for Buffalo in the AFC because we're relevant again. But the Sabres,
who, Jeff Prosser?
They're no Flames, don't get me wrong.
Who won the President's Cup this year? The President's Cup winner, never.
Oh, the most points?
Yeah. Who won it? Who won the President's?
That's the Lanch, isn't it?
The Lanch. So
that's a good answer for a non-hockey guy, E. I had a context clue, but still, I think I would have gone with him.
Ovechkin.
No.
Ovechkin.
Dang.
They didn't make it.
Yeah, Ovechkin's with Washington. Season's over.
Don't they have who's the goalie for the Avalanche? He's real good, right?
30 years ago,
Patty Waugh.
Yeah,
that was a long time
Patrick
ago.
Waugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he coach now? Isn't he? Already got fired recently, I think.
So anyway, puck talk. Puck talk.
Sure.
Icemen are playing out the string. They were eliminated.
I saw that. They have they do have like a fan appreciation Sunday down at the Igloo. It'll be their final game. I think it's got a little bit different start time than normal, but so check that out if you want to go down and pay. They did play a little bit better at the end. Hopefully, the Icemen have been a really good franchise year in and year out. So hopefully they'll bounce back next year. Now that the Sabres are good, that's likely to happen. There's some trickle down. I would think they were really good with the Rangers as the parent club. You were the President's Cup winner last year, weren't you?
A couple years ago. We were the President's Cup winner. Hey, Dylan Cruz, we mentioned him the other day. Entering play on April 3rd, he was batting .118. He did hit a home run yesterday off for Trey Yesavage.
Oh.
And in his last few games, he's hitting .325 with 4 multi-hit games. So he's coming on. So that's, he's too good to be down too long.
I don't remember a baseball season where this deep into it, the team with the fewest wins already has 6. And I know 6 isn't a lot, but the Rockies and Giants are 6-12. Your Mets are 7-12. The White Sox are 6-12, and everybody else is winning, 2 or 3 or 4 or 500.
We got 9 o'clock nasty news.
boy.
E, you may want to get your pencil out here.
Okay.
American Pie Hollywood actress Shannon Elizabeth. You remember her?
Sure.
From American Pie.
Yeah, she's always been a kind of a,
Played Nadia.
Yeah, and she's,
Nasty Nadia.
What is that, American Pie she was in?
Yeah, she was in American Pie movies. Yeah, she's joining OnlyFans. Now, she's a little older now. I don't know how old she is, but
Oh, wait, I was confusing her with the other one who's the one that was in the Matt Dillon, the one, you know what I'm talking about? The one that was married to Charlie Sheen. Denise Richards. I was confusing her.
Shannon Elizabeth is
And that's
52,
terrible,
52
dude.
years.
Dude,
just got
on.
divorced.
Come on, man. Are we that? Can't we just go do a Lifetime movie and make some cash?
Shannon Elizabeth.
I mean,
she ain't like what
this
she used to be.
OnlyFans. What are we doing? E?
Making money.
I mean, we just it's just visual prostitution. No big deal.
If you Google, this is what you get. This is what she says, or whatever.
Her reason for doing it?
Here you'll find the side of me that doesn't make it into the movies. More playful, spontaneous, and completely unscripted. Think behind-the-scenes moments.
Yeah, behind, all right.
You go, girl.
Yeah. 52, man. What are we doing?
She quit Hollywood and she's going to OnlyFans.
That's worse. Maybe one medium, maybe worse than Hollywood would be OnlyFans. Huh? Is there legit OnlyFans, or is every OnlyFans account some sort of,
It's like a platform.
adult material?
Well, no, there's regular people.
Okay.
There's people that's not out there slanging.
Elizabeth says she plans to show off more of a sexy side that hasn't been seen by anyone, as well as getting closer to her fans.
Now, do you?
I'm choosing OnlyFans because it allows me to connect directly with my audience, create on my own terms, and just be free. I really think this is the future.
Puppies will be free.
Shannon Elizabeth.
Now, let me ask you this. If you join OnlyFans, how do you do people subscribe to your channel?
You subscribing.
Is it one flat fee, or do you?
I think they pick their price.
That's an all-timer.
Richie just joined OnlyFans for us.
He flashed us a Harry Con nipple.
He threw us a con.
And he said, first one's free. You want more of that, you got to subscribe, baby.
Richie at OF.com. So if you pay more, is it private, or when the OnlyFans is on, is there a bunch watching that at a time, or is it one at a time?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Come on,
I like how you're playing dumb in there.
Yeah, we know.
Why would I go pay for OnlyFans when the internet is free?
I have.
Fair. Well, if you want to see 52-year-old Shannon Elizabeth in a French maid outfit, there's your reason.
A couple others celebrities who have joined the OnlyFans game. Smile singer Lily Allen
Don't know
in
her.
2024 says she was dipping her toes in the OnlyFans scene, telling the Miss Me podcast that she thought about starting one because her pedicure said she had a 5-star rating on Wiki Feet.
Yeah, I don't think that was her toes she was dipping.
The people they're selling like feet pics on OnlyFans.
Best known for her role in The Sopranos and Desperate Housewives, Drea De Matteo.
Okay, so the housewife you've never heard of is on OnlyFans.
No, I remember her from The Sopranos. They chased her down. She was what's his name's girlfriend, and they chased her into the woods and pummeled her with some bullets.
Okay,
yeah, it didn't go well for her.
Yeah, no.
Cardi B, of course.
Cardi's on OnlyFans.
Cardi's on OnlyFans. She joined.
He's now thinking about joining.
She joined the platform in 2020 to promote her single at the time.
WAP. By the way, I saw this the other day. This is classic. You've probably seen this before on social media.
Mm-hmm.
It's a guy doing a stand-up. He's doing stand-up, and it was right at the time these two things coexisted. Remember when they tried to cancel the song "Baby It's Cold Outside"?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
They did.
I really can't stay.
It was nothing. It's a nothing song, right?
Right.
Okay, but they canceled the song. You couldn't sing because it was disrespectful to women, or it just made up stuff. Okay, at the very same time, WAP was the #1 song on the chart, and the dude sat there and said, "Okay, this is America right now. This song is canceled, and it's just the most innocent 1930s lyrics. This song is #1 on the chart list, and if you don't, I could not read the lyrics to WAP.
Oh, WAP.
WAP. It's disgusting.
Oh gosh.
It's disgusting. And this guy, and he's making a real good point. So we live in a country right now where this song is canceled, And this is number one.
Whoop is so bad.
Evil wins.
Baby, it's cold outside. My mother will start to worry. Beautiful, what's your hurry? My father will be pacing the floor. Listen to the fireplace roar. So really, I better scurry. Beautiful, please don't hurry. Maybe just half a drink more. Put some records on while I pour. The neighbors might think, baby, it's bad out there. Say, what's in this drink? No cabs to be had out there. I wish I knew how. Your eyes are like starlight now. To break this spell, I'll take your hat. Your hair looks swell.
Yeah, that's Me Too canceled in America. Now he's going to read the lyrics to WAP. It's literally beyond. It's beyond pale, dude.
Oh, dear.
This is me reading.
Dude, did you read that? Read those, Dan, not out loud. Read them to yourself. I don't think Dan knows the lyrics.
Oh, you don't know the lyrics?
I don't think you do, buddy. Now,
bro.
imagine a stand-up guy reading those lyrics and then reading these lyrics. It was
I said
hilarious.
certified freak 7 days a week. Oh, dear.
Yeah, oh, dear. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, he read that. What you're reading, he read side by side with that first reading. And
oh,
yeah.
boy.
Let's go to break. Dan is going to
dear.
go take a shower, and we'll be back with more next.
Here's one line I can read. I don't cook, I don't clean. But let me tell you, I got this ring.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I was put on this planet for one reason.
Baloo.
To play hockey.
Rick Baloo takes you
Don't you ever touch my phone!
into the night. Weeknights
Just behave, okay?
on 1010XL.
New home, same great golf. This year's Coastal Equipment Guggen Open tees off at the Golf Club of Southampton, Monday, April 27th. Score a hole-in-one to win a Kubota RTV 520 utility vehicle from Coastal Equipment. Edwin Watts Golf has great proximity prizes. For a chance for you and a partner to play, text Guggen to the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010. Thanks to our sponsors, CSS Outdoor, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union 234, and Royal Pest Control.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay and Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I insist on complete honesty.
You can chime in anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
If you have something to say to me, I wish you would just say it.
Share your opinion.
Nuts? What?
641-1010.
It's crazy.
Hi, folks. Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee. My wife and I and a bunch of friends just got back from the farm, and we had an incredible experience. We toured the regenerative farm, as well as the beautiful handcrafted cabins, and were treated to a fantastic farm-to-table dinner created by Congreve and Penn. Man, was it good. Well, you can learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com. And even hear my interview with farm co-founder Doug Davis to learn even more about this amazing property. That's okefarm.com.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know, George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, our showroom is loaded off Atlantic Boulevard with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. What are you waiting for? Silverado after Silverado. Ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I don't just talk about them. No, I got two George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, and they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, yeah. Dependability every day. Style, you see my boy Blue. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet you need. Go by the Atlantic Boulevard showroom today. Say hi to all the crew. They're great people out there. Say hi to Gabe in service. See why truck people keep coming back for more. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's ride.
I know you love sports. So why not take that passion and make a difference in your community as a volunteer coach with the YMCA? Whether it's soccer, basketball, volleyball, or flag football, the Y is always looking for positive role models to help kids grow in both skills and character. Even if you've got no coaching experience, that's fine. We'll provide the training. Step up, give back, and be the coach that makes a difference. To volunteer, visit your local Y or fcymca.org.
At G&H Tires and Service, the G stands for great pricing. The H, well, that means honest service. For over 20 years, Roger and his team have helped Jacksonville drivers stay safe on the road. Need brakes? Oil change? AC not blowing cold? Well, how about a super affordable $36 oil change? Affordable brake jobs, AC checks before summer hits, alignments for all these construction roads, and even free check engine light inspections. Locally owned, community driven. G&H Tires and Service on Beach Boulevard.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
He couldn't even find a section of the song to play as a goof.
I couldn't even find an instrumental.
Yeah.
joint.
Number one song in America at one point. Yeah, we're all screwed, man. Yeah. Maybe it's cold outside. Yeah. No bueno. You know the biggest winner in the I'm gonna go second level here. Let me get maybe not the biggest. Let me give you a big winner in the whole live golf split.
Okay.
So let's go back. Live splits. PGA Tour responds.
Mm-hmm.
They designate certain events to be paid like they're a major.
Okay.
Right. You got the signature. What do we call it? Elevated, signature, designated, whatever you want to use. But those, regular field tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, there are two huge winners out of that. And no one a bigger winner than this little Hilton Head course gets the best of the best to show up every year because they elevated it coming off the Masters. What a win for that, for, Harbortown Golf Links and that golf tournament, because it's just a little TPC course. It's nowhere near. And I'll give you another one along the same lines.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Greater Hartford Open, which is played after the U.S. Open. It also gets an incredible full field after, when typically that wouldn't be the case for those two events. So it's not just the golfers who win in some cases. There are a couple of golf communities there for
Good
sure
point.
that are winners in the whole, designated event category.
Soccer referee Javier Ortega killed on the pitch during an amateur match in Ecuador.
Oh, yeah, they don't play over there.
Apparently not. Reports from the Ecuadorian amateur game in the province of El Oro say that multiple gunmen approached the 48-year-old Ortega, shooting him dead.
On the pitch.
On the pitch. Players and fans scrambled for safety, and we went ahead and called the match, in case you're wondering. The shooters fled the scene, remain at large.
It must be real easy to kill in South America. You walk right into a stadium, you kill the ref on the field, and you're quote at large. You know what that sounds like? The police didn't like the ref either.
Targeted hit, potentially. We are currently reviewing mobile phone footage and interviewing witnesses. I mean, they all know it was Jorge did it. I mean, what are we doing? This is a cold-blooded crime committed in a space meant for community and sport. It's another chapter in a brutal recent history of soccer-related violence in Ecuador.
Yeah,
Is Ecuador good in soccer?
They beat us.
Do they go to the World Cup and stuff?
I think sometime.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak from a soccer expert, but I feel like Ecuador is one of those. Maybe I'm thinking Honduras. Excuse me if I get the country that's the size of Delaware beating us in soccer, but Ecuador is in our CONCACAF grouping, I believe.
Well, back in December, Ecuadorian national team player Mario Pineda was killed in a shooting that took the life of his partner and wounded his mother as he exited a butcher shop in the neighborhood of Guayaquil. 2 men suspected were arrested in the days following the incident. A month before that, a 16-year-old soccer player died from a stray bullet, while in September of 2025, Cosa players Maycol Valencia, Leandro Yepes, and Jonathan Gonzalez were all killed in multiple shooting incidents.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be Ecuadorian soccer players. Get out of there. Good Lord.
Wow.
Quito has never been the same. Quito, Ecuador. That's the capital of Ecuador. That's free. Quito. Quito.
They went and got old Javier Ortega, though, and put a couple bullets in him and shot him dead in a mid-match.
Dang.
That's...
Aye.
And one thing about those South American, too, they are very community-related. Like these teams and these cities, I mean, it's like Florida, Georgia every time you play.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're big.
If it's a match. Yeah.
This is that quote that I saw from Daniel Jeremiah earlier in the draft process.
Okay.
If you need an edge rusher, this is a good draft to double up. The depth of the class is impressive. I got 10 guys worthy of a spot in the top 50. There's another layer of traitsy players beyond that group. So it sounds like a draft, considering you have 11 picks, where they'll go edge. It won't just be one. That's what I would count on. Tiger Woods is in the news this morning.
What did he do?
He's going to fight that subpoena trying to get his pharmaceutical records. In response to the state's motion, attorney Douglas Duncan wrote that Woods has a constitutional right to privacy interest in his prescription records and requested a hearing to determine whether prosecutors should be allowed to obtain his records on file. I'm down with that, man. I get it. And if you want to do the dirty work and bust drug dealers, do it before the car wreck. Like, we don't know what's going on. How about a little, investigative work? Find out where they are out there and what's going on. We all know that Tiger's blotto half the time. Follow him around for a day and figure it out on your own. That does seem to be a big-time privacy issue, especially involving medical.
Yes, sound like
this right is admittedly not absolute should the state show the relevance of the records to its criminal investigation, the attorney did admit. Prosecutors requesting the number of times Woods' prescriptions were filled from January 1st to March 27th, the number of pills, the dosage amounts, and any instructions. Now, again, if you're using this to go after the supplier, I guess that's one thing, but, I've said this before. And this is not, Tiger's a menace, shouldn't be on the roads. But I've never heard of a guy getting arrested for DUI and then the subpoena in the last month and a half for his bar visits. What's the difference?
Yeah.
So we'll see if they are. And by the way, Tiger pleaded. Tiger didn't probably have anything to do with it. His attorney decided what was best. Tiger, as far as we know, is off in some European locale somewhere in the Alps, trying to get better. He's only been charged with misdemeanor DUI and refusal to submit a lawful test and distracted driving, a moving violation. Not like he's facing a ton of legal issues. The last we heard from Tiger was the statement that he'd be stepping away to seek treatment and focus on his health. He's dating one of those Trumps. And
former Trumps, ex-Trumps.
Married to one of Trump's kids. Is that who she is? But she's very, basically, bro, we ain't playing this. You got to know, don't you? Or if you meet a guy who is just so, his natural state is operating on the pills, on the pain relief. So, maybe you just, dude's tired. Remember those looks we always say Tiger always looks tired?
Yeah.
I don't wonder why. He's got 30 oxy in him.
May have been. All right, we got to grab a break. We'll keep it rolling. Come back, do some New York City headlines when we return right here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Your home for Florida Gators baseball is 1010XL.
The weekend starts early with a top 20 matchup in the Swamp. Florida-Auburn. Tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday at noon on 1010 a.m.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. Have you been thinking about selling your home and you haven't pulled the trigger? Let me tell you about Chad and Sandy and the experts that will help you make that decision. Mortgage rates have dropped. They're expected to move lower. Home sales momentum is building, so now's the time to get your home ready to maximize your sales price. It's time to call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need to sell now, need to sell fast, need max price. Check, check, check. Chad and Sandy have the science behind it. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Jonathan writes from Mount Pleasant. The only thing standing between me and my dream of hitting the road in my RV was selling my Mount Pleasant home. After hearing Chad and Sandy on the radio, I gave them a call. The results were unreal. In just 3 days, I had multiple offers at full asking price. So can you. Call the local experts I trust and recommend. Call Chad and Sandy, 414-6200 or chadandsandy.com.
You know what homeowners in Northeast Florida don't want to deal with? 3 phone calls in the same week. One because the drain won't drain, one because the septic system is acting up, and one because the AC decided summer vacation started early. That's why homeowners keep one number saved in their phone: Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Clogged pipes, septic problem, AC blowing warm air. One call brings the right team to your door. Plumbing, septic, air conditioning, all handled by one trusted crew. Call 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Have you tried a Form energy drink yet? You need to, and it's available at Gate. 4 great tastes, screaming free to Blue Blitz, Orange Fury, and Grape Smash. Form energy, natural flavors, natural caffeine, and electrolytes for hydration are a perfect blend for energy and mental focus. Find it at Gate.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, CBS Sports is going through the bold predictions for each football conference, and yesterday we went through the SEC and the bold prediction for Florida as they are returned. You know, it's a bowl season, a bowl year, which doesn't sound too bold until you consider they were 4-8 a year ago. So there's that. Well, I got the ACC, and I'm going to throw in a bonus Big 12. You'll know why here in a second. Bold prediction for Florida State. Deuce Robinson leads the FBS in receiving.
Okay.
Does no one sense the problem with that?
What's that?
Who's going to throw it to him?
Yeah.
I mean, and by the way, Robinson was one of the few bright spots, or one of the big bright spots for FSU last year. He was 8th in the country, 1,081 receiving yards. Came back to FSU instead of going to the draft. He's very productive, but I worry about who's able to get him the football. Miami, bold prediction, not the good kind.
Right.
Canes miss out on ACC title game again.
Oh.
Miami losing an ACC game this year? I saw a couple now off the ACC. Same thing, Big 12. And I brought this up because there's two names that are more than familiar around these parts that are included. Well, I also throw in UCF here. Big things predicted for Alonzo Barnett III. Joins Elite Knights Company in the quarterback resume there. All right, this would be interesting. Big 12 bold prediction. Coach Prime's final season. Could you see that? His kids are gone. He's put in 4 or 5 years there.
Yes.
Dude, they're no good. He's way overrated as a coach. I mean, I like Dion. I'm not saying he's terrible, but anybody could go 3-9 at Colorado. They were 3-9 last year, 1-8 in conference play. This year, they faced 2 Power 4 opponents on the road in non-conference play. They got a roster still full of question marks. It'd be interesting to see how Deion Sanders, stamp on college football is remembered. I think it's been a little bit overstated, quite frankly.
Well, he's 16-21 and 9-18 in conference.
How's that in any way good?
He needs to bounce back this year.
And this one surprised me because when we saw the one piece of video from Baylor, we saw our guy DJ Lagway all but throwing it end over end in practice. Remember that one? Well, here's a bold prediction for Baylor. DJ Lagway nears 4,000 yards passing.
Good luck with that.
The Bears essentially had no choice to invest heavily in the former number 3 overall recruit, Lagway, after last year's 5-7 season. A no guarantee production can help the Bears get back to ball eligibility, but with question marks all over the roster, he's their best shot. Man, you didn't watch last year. Or maybe even spring. All right, you got headlines?
Brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners. 3 locations to serve you. The free pickup and delivery, unbelievable. 24/7 kiosks in Ponte Vedras. Also one right here off of Southside Boulevard. And, of course, a new one in St. Augustine. Michael P. Harris' family been doing this for 35 years. Oceanside Cleaners, we just don't clean, we care. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it, and they mean it, and they do. Hit it. A tragic ending. Ex-Virginia Lieutenant Governor kills wife himself and murder-suicide at home amid messy divorce.
I just have one suggestion to you murder-suicide types. Let's do the suicide first. All right? I never understood that. What a loser. What a way to go out.
A woke Boston mayor hands out $500 haircut to massive vouchers and massive vouchers to queer and trans migrants, refugees.
I
just read them.
Okay, he cares. If I live in Boston, I'm like, really? Can I get a phone?
Mom of 3 accused of helping husband run prostitution ring, catering to cops out of their family home.
Playing in the background, WAP.
Own goal. Government demands FIFA foot the bill for World Cup transportation as New Jersey Transit plan will inflate train tickets by 775%.
That's weak too, man. How about if you're if you want to charge some dude from France 770% more, that's fine. But if I live in Hoboken, my driver's license ought to get me on.
In full bloom, New York botanical garden scientist sexually harassed on social media. Gets so bad that comments are blocked.
I guess she's a looker, I suppose.
He.
He?
Yeah.
How's he getting harassed?
I just read them.
That's true.
Whole different world. The curse that followed baby Jessica out of the well. Suicide, divorce, and domestic violence.
Another feel-good story.
Man.
E.T., I didn't know men could be sexually harassed.
Looks maxing influencer makes shocking Miami club appearance one day after suspected overdose.
Oh, yeah. You told me that guy was dead yesterday.
Navy reservist accused of murdering wife and hiding her body in freezer.
What's going
arrested
on?
After international manhunt.
Where are you supposed to hide
it? Lynette Hooker's daughter lashes out at stepfather after he leaves Bahamas.
Yeah, it's fair.
Threw her off the boat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like Dateline. The first 2 minutes tells you who it is. Believe them.
Woe is me. Bullied Meghan Markle dubs herself the most trolled person in the entire world.
Leave my poo-poo alone.
Let me tell you who can't be bullied. Somebody sitting inside a multi-million-dollar mansion. Shut up. Some fourth grader somewhere saying, you want to see bullied. These people, dude. Gosh, I dislike them a lot.
Yeah. I don't read that one.
They're terrible people. For the most part, 90%
Twisted text, mom of 2 boys killed by L.A. socialite in hit and run reveals vile message killer sent from jail.
Well, if you hit and run, there's not a whole lot redeemable about you, so a vile text doesn't surprise me.
Throwing stones, sportscaster sends scathing warning to female sports people criticizing Deanna Rossini over Vrabel picks.
I'm not following that one. You know, you don't want to have a picture running around in the middle of the mountains, then don't run around in the middle of the mountains.
History of violence, knife-wielding maniac who slashed boys, stabbed her father, and threatened to kill priest.
Yeah, he'll be out. I thought you were going to finish with is released from prison after 3 months.
That's it. New York City headlines are brutal today.
Well, we don't do them more than...
no doubt. That was
tough.
I mean, I'm skipping ones, too.
I can feel you do. We had a lot of murdering and hooking and stuff going on in there.
A lot of
today.
hooking.
This 9 o'clock hour has just gone off the rails.
It's gone nasty.
It's gone decadence.
McNasty's sitting over there eating his popcorn, just enjoying the hell out of it.
He listening to WAP right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of the WAP could be the background music for a lot of what we heard today.
Right.
You could just, you couldn't just play that, as we've documented leading up to this point. Max Homa is calling out Sergio Garcia.
Is he?
Max Homa, I will say this. He doesn't seem like the type that drove around from country club to country club in the back of the Escalade asking for a colder Dr. Pepper. He seems more man on the streets. I don't know Max Homa's background, but that's just the way he seems to me.
Okay.
Ask about Sergio Garcia's ridiculousness that should have him banned from Augusta forever, but it won't. He tore up the tee box. He broke his club. Ask about the antics down there at Hilton Head. Max Homa says, and he's right, it casts a bad look on professional golfers. He did say that the sport can stir up these emotions. I get that. It is a frustrating sport. But I don't like when people break clubs. I don't like when people beat up golf courses because we deal with it. And I think the breaking clubs makes us look very, very spoiled.
Michael Brennan's on fire at Hilton Head. He's 3 under through 7. He leads Brian Campbell, Joe Highsmith, Matt Wallace, Jordan Smith by 1 shot. Tom Hoagie's on the course. Minwoo Lee, Tony Finau, Harris English, Ben Griffin, Bobby McIntyre all 1 under. He hasn't flipped anybody off.
Okay. Bobby McIntyre flipped off the 4th hole at continuing his
tough start.
Serial vulgarity on Southern golf courses.
Tough start for E's favorite golfer, Yo Hitsasuni.
Oh, no.
Hitsasuni.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what's that, E?
Hitsasuni.
He's 3 over through 7.
That's bad. I put him on my fantasy team this week.
I think I did, too.
He's been good every week.
He's been very good.
Yeah, he's been kind of a...
Time to rally.
I can't even say under the radar if you're following golf. He's like top 20 every week, so that'd be one I could scratch off the old fantasy list, I suppose.
There you go.
And in other news, if you were to ask me who I took with brunch with the tour, my answer, like it is most weeks, I have no idea.
I forgot.
I honestly, I
can tell you in a second.
Yeah, I don't even care. We're going to come back and put a wrap on this masterpiece.
Make the turn for home?
Next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care. Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. I don't know which quarterback's going to win the battle in Gainesville, Aaron Philo or Tramel Jones. What I do know, seeing the few clips I did see, is for the first time in a long time, Florida's going to have a quarterback that looks like a big-time college quarterback throwing the football. The way the ball comes out of their hands, how tight the spirals are. My goodness, those two guys, just watching the highlights, looked the part. I don't know who wins, but it's going to be a lot better than it's been in a long time. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be Jacksonville's #1 Buick GMC dealer. How do they earn that? By treating you right. I was just in there. I promise you they treated me right. They'll always treat you right. Courtesy, respect, and fairness. That sounds like a cliche, but it really is part of Nimnik's treating you right guarantee, and I'm an example of it. I love going over there, and I really do trust them. So if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle or a new vehicle, head to Nimnik today. Better selection, better prices. Who delivers both? Nobody but Nimnik. Head there today. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, proud partner and orthopedic specialist of Jacksonville. We're honored that the Jacksonville Icemen rely on our team for their sports medicine and orthopedic care. We built this practice with one mission, to raise the bar for orthopedic care right here in our hometown. Faster access, smarter treatment plans, and better results. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury or managing joint pain, we're here to help you get back in the game, stronger and pain-free. Visit osjax.com to learn more. That's osjax.com.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
What's happening, folks? ET here, and let me tell you a little something that's happening on my side of town in Fleming Island. Encore Research Group is advancing the future of medicine through clinical research studies focused on weight loss, diabetes, hypertension, and some. Their team of multi-specialty doctors proudly serve folks in Fleming Island, Green Cove Springs, and Middleburg. If you've ever wondered whether a research study might be right for you, find out at encoredocs.com to see if you qualify. Encore Research Group. The future of medicine starts here.
Dinner tonight? Make it easy and make it something everyone will love. With the Flame Broiler Family Meal Plan, you can feed 4 fast with fresh, flavorful options. You get 20 ounces of your choice of protein. Mix and match your favorites, plus steamed rice and a fresh veggie medley. It's a complete no-stress meal the whole family can agree on, starting at just $34.99. Skip the cooking tonight. Bring the family together and stop by any of Flame Broiler's 5 locations today.
Homeowners, ready to open your home to spring and shut out high energy bills? It's the 1-month only sale with Renewal by Anderson. Right now, buy one, get one 40% off windows and doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires April 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Get ready for an unforgettable night with the legendary Bill Murray. The icon of Caddyshack and SNL takes the stage at the Florida Theater. This isn't just comedy. It's a high-energy mix of music, storytelling, and pure entertainment. From the Grand Ole Opry to rocking out with the Blood Brothers, Bill Murray delivers a show like no other. Don't miss out. April 19th at Florida Theater. Grab your tickets today for Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers at floridatheater.com.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Some plumbing companies say they're local, right up until you realize their headquarters are in New York City. At Holland Sons Plumbing, we're actually from here. Born, raised, and fixing leaks right here in Jacksonville. Holland Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
In case you missed it, the Mets have caused me to drink. Knocking out the fireball. Very cinnamony.
Go ahead and take another sip.
Then I got to drive home.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Might be a problem for
You
me.
gotta drive home. Got lunchers today.
Last time the Mets lost 9 in a row. They'll chase that mark tomorrow in Wrigley. This was the team that they trotted out. Jeff Keppinger, Todd Zeal, Cliffy Floyd, Richard Hidalgo, David Wright, Gerald Williams, Jason Phillips, Wilson Delgado, and Steve Traxel on the bump.
This is your Mets?
That's the last time we lost 9 in a row. That was our lineup that day. So
You're off today?
Yeah, we're off today.
You come back home? Oh, you go to Chicago.
Going to Wrigley Field.
The Phillies have lost 3 home series. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Cubs. They've lost 3 home series already this year. They lost 3 home series all last year. What is the status of Wheeler?
He's actually, I just saw that. He's due back maybe for the Braves series.
Is it blood clots? Wasn't that what it was for him last year? He missed the postseason, right? They didn't have him.
Yeah, thoracic outlet.
You know, they lost Ranger Suarez. He went to the Red Sox, I think, in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Sanchez is he may have been second in the Cy vote last year, in fact, Sanchez, but so you got to count on him. And Nola is just not what he used to be. He doesn't frighten you anymore. If you see Nola on as the opposing pitcher, you don't lose any sleep. But I don't want to see Wheeler come back for the Braves series. I don't need that. Let's wait one more.
Gators chase Natty in gymnastics starting today. I think we're down to 8.
We are. There's 2 sessions in the Gators session, and the only reason I know this is they just did a graphic on ESPN. The Gators session is the early one. Did I tell you 4:30? Because I asked you what you were going to be doing. I expected you to be watching.
I'll be golfing, but I'll get home in time to catch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you
be
watched
playing
any?
golf?
Huh?
You won't be golfing. You'll be playing golf. Stuart Moore made that clear.
What does that mean?
Stuart Moore can, know what?
What does that mean, golfing? No, what are you doing? I'm golfing. Yeah.
He hates when people say you're golfing.
That is such an elitist bother, right? You got to have no problems in the world for if somebody says they're golfing rather than playing golf to bother you.
Don't fall for that stuff, E. Yeah. Stay true to who you are.
You're golfing.
I'm
we're all
golfing all the
golfing.
time.
When we golf together, we're golfing. We're not. You can play golf. I got no problem if you use that, but it's not like you can't use golfing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many times have I heard him on he's really golfing his ball, Hick?
Yeah.
They don't say he's really playing golf with his ball, Hick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stewie somehow managed to annoy me, and he's not even here. Huh?
No, my dog listening.
I am.
Scotty goes off late today, by the way.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody of consequence goes off later. Yeah. You didn't have a bunch of big names. So you're starting to get some trickle out, the Finals, Minwoo Lee, that level. But this is a really good, we talked about this earlier, Hilton Head's a real winner in the whole new, configuration because they get an elevated event. And it means a really, really good field. And it's not a golf course that deserves to have that every year compared to some of the other ones.
We don't follow recruiting as much in college basketball anymore.
Because we don't recruit. Florida doesn't recruit.
So my question to you, though, is, and I don't know that, who do you think has the number 1 class this year?
Is it? I've seen this. It's your saying familiar suspects. Is it Kansas?
It's not Kansas.
Is it Duke?
It's not Duke.
Okay, then is it Houston?
It's not Houston.
Okay,
Kentucky.
No,
it's not Kentucky. I knew is it not a big boy where you got an outlier? Is that what's happening?
I wouldn't call them. I mean, they've won a natty, and but in the last 30 years.
Okay, St. John's? No, they didn't win a natty. What am I saying?
They have 5-star Baba Aladutin, 4-star Tomislav Bulajin, number 1 overall incoming class.
It sounds like UCLA or
Caden House, Sadama. They've gotten transfers from New Mexico, Tennessee, and OK State. Buzz Williams is on fire. You don't even know where Buzz coaches.
I do. He's at, but they haven't won a title in the last 20 years. Threw me off.
I didn't say 20.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
Buzz is in Maryland. That's a good pulley.
Maryland, oh, Maryland.
Juan Dixon.
That's a good one.
Steve Francis.
Yeah, that was that team.
There you go.
Can you tell me who they beat in that championship game?
Was it Duke?
No.
Juan Dixon, they won Duke?
They probably beat Duke on the way.
They may have beat him in the Final Four even.
Yeah.
I don't remember the Final Four. I just remember the finale. This guy was, I believe, a first-year coach at a basketball blue blood, and they haven't been
Kansas?
the same since.
No?
Pretty sure it was Indiana. I was pretty sure it was Mike Davis in Indiana that Maryland beat, but is that correct?
That was 64-52.
That Maryland team was probably the weakest team to win a national basketball title in my life.
Man.
Who's on that team?
Jeff Blake, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, decent players, but not the kind of team that...
Will Cox.
Stevie Francis, though, was a really good player.
Oh, Stevie Francis was that man.
But he's a little guy. That's why you go to the NBA. You ain't leading a team to a title.
Wilcox, Lonnie Baxter, and Byron Mouton.
Yeah, Wilcox played a lot of years.
Yeah,
Wilcox played for the Clippers. I guess that's a pretty good team. I mean, you can't win it all. I wonder, did they beat Duke? I think they did beat Duke that year. Maybe that was the Final Four.
Play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Tony.
Morning, guys.
What's cooking today on a Thursday of Jaguars today?
We'll have Demetrius Harvey in with us for the program
Harvey.
This morning, and we're a week away from the NFL draft, so we'll get into all things Jaguars with him. I do have to ask, was this morning where we finally discovered where the real extent of the 9 o'clock nasty is?
We went pretty far today. We did. We'll see. The audiences seem to have accepted it at the very least. So I hate for him to spur us on, but
Yeah,
It
if you're
got
not
nasty.
willing, right? If you're not willing to play the song like it's 10 o'clock at night on cable,
Yeah.
you know, like if you're not willing to do that, is this really the 9 o'clock nasty?
I'm not willing to to anytime ever. That's just called some sort of decency standard. Ours may be low, but it's higher than WAP.
I ain't putting that on my resume.
By the way,
Can't go with WAP.
Indiana beat Duke in that Final Four.
Okay.
And they were down big, apparently. 20, anyway.
Yeah.
All right, what
well,
do we got coming up on
it's
the...
got Demetrius Harvey.
The 10 o'clock nicely.
Yeah.
Talking Jags draft. Ready to rock and roll, my man.
Yes, sir.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you much.
All right. Tony getting ready with Demetrius Harvey. Our work here is done on a Thursday. You know what that means. Tomorrow, Sweet Friday.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Weather's getting warmer, and Friday dresses that way.
She does.
All right. Jaguars today.
She actually was a background singer in the music video of WAP. A lot of people don't know that. He'll swerve.